All right, future CPAs, what's up? Let's talk about the law on sales. I know, it can feel like this massive, intimidating topic you have to cram for the board exams. But what if we could break it all down in the next few minutes? We're going to build a mental framework that'll stick with you, not just to pass your quiz, but for years, all the way to the LCPA. Let's jump right in.
Okay, let's start with something you've probably done a dozen times. Think about it. You sell an old gadget online, or maybe you trade some cool sneakers for a new phone and a bit of cash. On the surface, they seem pretty similar, right? But are they both technically a sale in the eyes of the law? That little question is exactly why we need to get this right. To figure that out, we have to go straight to the rulebook, the official legal blueprint. Every single sale, whether you're buying a coffee or a corporation, is built on this one fundamental definition. And here it is, Article 1458. It looks wordy, but it really boils down to three key things. 1. Someone agrees to transfer ownership. 2. Of a specific thing. And 3. The other person agrees to pay a certain price in money. Just remember those three pillars: ownership, thing, and price. That's the absolute core of a contract of sale. So, now that we have the basic blueprint, let's zoom in a little. Think of every sale as having its own unique DNA. There are 6 core traits, 6 characteristics that define it. If you can master those tricky exam questions, they're going to look a whole lot easier.
And you know, we've got you covered with the study hack. To remember these 6 traits, just burn this into your brain. CBOCPN. Seriously, say it out loud. CBOCPN. It sounds a little weird, but trust me, this mnemonic is your new best friend. Let's decode what it actually means. First up, C is for consensual. And this is a big one, you guys. A sale is perfected by mere consent. The second you and the seller agree on the thing and the price, boom, a contract exists. No money has to change hands, nothing needs to be delivered yet, just the agreement itself is enough.
Next, B for bilateral. Super simple. It's a two-way street. It creates obligations for both parties. The seller has to deliver, and the buyer has to pay. It's not a one-way deal. You both have a job to do.
Then we've got O for onerous. This is just a fancy way of saying there's no such thing as a free lunch. This isn't a donation. Both sides are giving up something valuable to get something valuable in return. It's an exchange.
The second C stands for commutative. This basically means the law assumes it's a fair trade. The value of what you're giving, the price, is considered equivalent to the value of what you're getting, the item. It's all about that balanced exchange.
Okay, P is for principle. This just means a contract of sale can stand on its own 2 feet. It doesn't need to lean on another contract like a mortgage or a loan for it to be valid. It's independent.
And finally, N for nominate. This is easy. It just means the law gives this type of contract a special name, a sale. And because it has a name, there's a whole specific set of rules in the Civil Code just for it. So there you have it. CBOCPN. Okay, so we've got the DNA down. Now, let's talk about how a sale is born and how it grows up. Every single contract of sale goes through 3 very distinct stages. Stage 1 is negotiation. This is the talking stage, the back and forth, the offers, the counter offers. Stage 2 is perfection. This is the magic moment, the point where you both agree on the item and the price. The contract is officially born. And stage 3 is consummation. This is the finish line, where the deal is done, the item is delivered, and the money is paid. All right, let's get into the tricky part. This is where a lot of people get tripped up. A contract of sale has a few lookalikes, some imposters. Learning to spot the difference is absolutely key for your exams. First up, sale versus barter. The number one difference is the payment, or what we call consideration. In a sale, you pay with money. Simple. In a barter, you trade one thing for another thing. So it's basically money versus stuff. But remember our sneaker trade from the beginning? It was part cash, part phone. So what is it, a sale or a barter? Well, lucky for us, the law has a tiebreaker rule. Here's how it works. First, you look at what the parties actually intended. But if that's not clear, you just follow the money. If the cash value is equal to or more than the value of the other thing, it's a sale. If the thing is worth more than the cash, it's a barter. Simple as that. Next, sale versus a contract for a piece of work. The test here is, was this thing made for everybody or just for you? Buying a shirt off the rack at a store, that's a sale. It was made for the general public. But getting a shirt custom made with your name on it, that's a piece of work because it was made on your special order.
Now, this one's important. Agency to sell. It all comes down to a single, powerful word: ownership. In a sale, when the thing is delivered, ownership transfers to the buyer. They own it. But in an agency, the agent is just selling something for someone else. The agent never actually owns the item. That's a huge deal, right?
Okay, deep breath, because this one is a classic exam question. Contract of sale versus a contract to sell. In a normal sale, ownership passes to you on delivery, even if you're paying in installments. Not paying later might cancel the sale, but you owned it for a time. In a contract to sell, the seller holds onto ownership like their life depends on it. They're basically saying, you don't own this until I get every last cent. Ownership only passes upon full payment. It's all about when you become the owner.
Phew, that was a lot, I know. So let's lock it all in. Time for a rapid-fire review. Go ahead and get your screenshot fingers ready because this is your ultimate cheat sheet. Ready? Let's go. A sale is a transfer of ownership for a price. The 6 traits? CBOCPN. When is it perfected? By mere consent. The life cycle? Negotiation, perfection, consummation. Sale versus barter? It's money versus thing. Sale versus piece of work? General market versus special order. Sale versus agency, it's all about if ownership transfers. And sale versus contract to sell, it's all about when ownership transfers. Got it? Good. And if you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, make it this quote from Article 1475. A sale is perfected at the meeting of the minds on the thing and the price. That idea, that agreement is the spark, is the absolute heart of the law on sales.
So there you go. You have the blueprint now. The cool part is, this isn't just theory for an exam. The next time you order food, sell an old textbook, or buy something online, you'll see these exact rules playing out in real time. You now know the code behind every single purchase you make. How cool is that?